In the late 1860s, South Pass City, Wyoming was a booming gold rush town where the air smelled of pine, dust, and greed. It was a place where a person could disappear into the mountains and never be seen again, a fact that a woman named Polly Bartlett reportedly turned into a gruesome family business. This is the story of the murderess of Slaughterhouse Gulch, the inn at the edge of the world. Polly Bartlett was described by those who met her as a striking woman, dark-haired and possessing a charm that felt out of place in the rugged wilderness of the Rockies. She lived with her father, Edmund Bartlett, in a lonely two-story log house situated in a ravine just outside of town. Because the gulch was near the local butcher's site, it was known as Slaughterhouse Gulch. For the weary miners traveling from the Atlantic City mines toward South Pass, the Bartlett home was a welcome sight. It functioned as an unofficial inn, offering a hot meal and a soft bed for a few ounces of gold. The missing miners. Between 1868 and 1870, the town began to notice a pattern. Men, usually lone wolf miners who had recently struck it rich or were carrying heavy pouches of gold dust, would be seen heading toward the Bartlett Inn, but they were never seen leaving. Because the frontier was a dangerous place, people initially blamed the harsh winters, mountain lions, or highwaymen. However, suspicion finally fell on the Bartletts when a young man's horse was found wandering near their property, still saddled, but without its rider. The discovery of the poison stakes. A local posse, led by a skeptical foreman, decided to pay the Bartletts a visit. When they arrived, Polly was as charming as ever, but her father appeared nervous. The men searched the property and eventually made their way to a small patch of disturbed earth behind the house. What they found was horrific. As they dug, they unearthed the remains of a man, then another and another. The tally was staggering. Investigations eventually uncovered the remains of approximately 22 men buried in shallow graves around the property. The modus operandi was soon revealed. The trap. Polly would serve the miners a hearty steak dinner. The poison. She reportedly laced the meat or the coffee with arsenic. The loot. Once the men succumbed to the poison in their sleep, Edmund would help strip the bodies of their gold and valuables before dumping them in the gulch. A frontier-ending Polly and her father were arrested and taken to a makeshift jail cell in South Pass City. The town was in an uproar. 22 murders was a body count unheard of even in the violent West. However, Polly Bartlett never faced a judge. One night, a shadowy figure approached the jail. Whether it was a vengeful relative of one of her victims or a fixer hired by someone who didn't want her to talk, the result was the same. A single shot rang out through the bars of her cell window. Polly was killed instantly. Her father, Edmund, managed to escape the jail during the confusion and was never seen again. Some say